Hi, good morning to everyone. This is Jay Taraka. Today I am going to discussing about computer networks and data communications, how well data communications and computer network concepts will be helpful to accomplish a truthful data communications in real-time industries. Let us give quick intro about computer networks. A computer network is defined as interconnections of automated systems. Computers are said to be interconnected if they are able to exchange information. Connection is being physically or wirelessly established through cables, lasers, microwaves, fibers, optics, and communication satellites. Each of the device on the computer networks can be through as nodes. Each node has unique address. Addresses can be numerous quantity that can be easily computed to work with, but not for the humans. For example, IP address look like 204.1.160.114.98. Some networks provides with the names humans can easily remember, like Google, Facebook, and a corresponding above the numerous address. Here you can see the how addresses look like to the each computers. Now coming to the how the computer sends the packages from sender to receiver. Here, the purpose of having computer network is to send and receive the data to stored in one device to another devices. These devices oftenly referred as nodes. There are five basic components of computer networks. The five basic components of computer networks are messaging, sending, receiving, and transmitting media and protocols. When package is sent from sender to receiver, we transmit to the transmitter media, verifying the protocol whether it is a right receiver or not. And then coming to the networks, users must be objectives of the computer networks. Here in the network, user must be logged into the network, local files and submitted job. The network management has to be handled the personal by the users. In distributed system for all the jobs automatically system without knowing the knowledge. As distributed system is special case of the networks, one who operate the system in high degree transparency. The right way of the computer network is automated. A computer has been developed with the computer department. For example, task can be keeping track in investors, monitor, predicting, maintaining account, initializing the different of other companies. These provide the necessary computer assist in activity in respective departments. It is not all possible to share the information among the digital departments. As a result, the redundancy costs increasing the storage in less data consistency. Hence, a point of decided to connect the computers in various departments to extract the information and collaborate information about the entire company. The following objectives of the computer networks are, and these are the following objectives, like first, research sharing of the main objectives of the computer network. And second, the objective is providing the high reliability. Computer organization is helped organizing saving money. And then computer networks have provided me to be increasing the system performance, how workload increasing. In these days, main framework of the system was replaced with the other main framework computer used an expensive rate of convenience user. Computer network helps to provide leave the work apart report together. So when the user prepared some documentation, he can make the documentation enable to read the conversation opinions. Thus, the computer network is more communication medium. Only authorized user can access the resources in the computer networks. Users are authorized by their name and the password, hence not possible to access the data with proper account. These increase security applications of computer networks. Some of the networks of applications differ fields are the following. Like these are the applications of computer networks in different sectors like marketing and sales, financial services, manufacturing, and electronical messaging, and directory services, information services, electronic data exchange, telecom conference. In telecom conference, there are three types: text conferencing, voice conferencing, and video conferencing, cellular telephone, and cable TV. And these involves in computer networks, these fields. Coming to the computer network is following. These are the features of the computer networks like performance, backup, and reliability, and security and stability, and data communications. Data refers to the raw fact to collecting information, refers to process data that enables to take us the decision. Example, when results of a particular test declared containing data of all students, when you find some marks you have scored that have information that lets to know whether he passed or failed. The word data refers to the information presenting the form of target accuracy accepting upon the creators and users. Data communication is the process of exchanging information. In case of computer networks, it exchange done two devices of transmitting medium. This process involves in the communication systems which is made up of the hardware and software. The hardware part involves in the sender, receiver devices and intermediate device through the data passed. Software part involves in certain rules which is specified to be communicated. How is to be communicated and when it also be protocoled. The student session describes the fundamental characteristics that important to the effective working of data communications process and followed by the components that made by communication systems. Now coming to the characteristics of data communications. The effectiveness of any type of data communications and system depends upon the following four fundamental characteristics like delivery accuracy and timeless and jitter. Jitter is various in the packet arrival time. Uneven jitter may be affect the timeless data being transmitted. And coming to the components of data communications. Data communication system has five components like messaging, receiving, sending, and transmission medium. In same way as computer networks, here also data communications, the sender will send the message to the receiver through transmission medium. As a rule of communication between the devices carried out the Viva and various industries communication protocols set the enables the transferring and exchange between that are meant to be communicated. These are the real time industries of data communications. The objective of such communications is a seamlessly combined and functional data exchange is highly available to automated technology to order the enable transparent and effectively communications to achieve the maintenance and ambition capability free time operation of data security and planning and integration and of our features. And it is well known to the factor that the industrial communications networks and Viva success digital transformation building and bias of and constraints and the integrity digitally and optimizing of the entire value chain including external supplies hence the ultimate data consistency and transparency based on the industrial communications networks creates a ground level high efficiency integrity across the automation in such a way that company can be skillfully utilize their action plans response and flexibility to the market. The value of the achieved by the exchanging data usage and IT infrastructure, for example, remote experience providing access of the system regardless of the location, also access the data sending to the corresponding system central sender services, trading patterns, errors quickly becomes the possible immediate access of the data. The well-known established corrections of the office and the data center networks automated in the major challenges companies, especially the task involves in the digitally accomplish the network of the corporate and exchanging data. All in all, the data communication is followed to the business and reduce the expense to improve efficiency by sharing the equipment among the different computers. At the same time, the network may be connected to the cables, telephone lines, infrastructure beams, which be cheaper and helps to reduce the expenses. And why need to consider investing of in industrial data communications? Like you are getting faster data collection, computing facilities are made availability in many more users. Standby facilities are made available in event breakdown loads. Information is more reliability, availability however may be required. Reducing in the hardware cost is the main important thing, although it is considered to be towards microcomputers at the various locations carried out the basic process but linked in the central computers. Today, the data communications are categorized by the environmental considering of groups of interacting components such as business, technologies, research, standard making, regulatory agencies, and common carried out. The state of overall industries at time in the productivity interact of these components. To be the effective participants of the data communication field, one of the most awareness focus of work on sharpness industrial data stream, integrated nature of the network layer information architecture manager skills requires today the data communication professionals. And this is the data communication and network computer networks look like, and this is how they communicate. Thank you everyone.